Два студента, оксфордских студента, не где-нибудь, а в Оксфорде, Чарли и Джек, заканчивают университет и собираются, естественно, жениться. Ну что, пора уже жениться, да? Девушки есть, из хороших семей, благородные такие английские девушки. Вот, но нужно им сделать предложение, потому что завтра девчонок увозят в Шотландию. И все, тогда мы не успеем сделать предложение. Надо сделать это срочно. Но приличные английские девушки не имеют права ходить в общежитие к мужчинам. Вот, ну, я имею в виду, в отличие, наверное, от Фистиха, да? И других, наверное, музык. Нужна обязательно какая-то дама, постарше, дама сопровождения. Для этой цели сначала выбирается тетка Чарли, которая должна приехать. Кстати говоря, Чарли ее ни разу не видел. Вот. Но потом, значит, тетка эта Чарли присылает телеграмму, что она задерживается, и тогда студенты, недолго думая, делают что? Они наряжают тетку своего однокурсника, лорда Фейнфорта Беверли. Я вот сейчас. Потом начинается всякая путаница, потому что инкогнито приезжает сама тетка, и значит, начинается такая путаница, но все кончается, конечно, хорошо, как и должно кончаться в английской пьесе. Ну, я надеюсь, что у нас тоже сегодня должно кончиться, наверное, даже лучше, чем в среду. Я очень рассчитываю. Итак, пьеса Томаса Брентона «Charley's Aunt» в 3 актах. Первый акт играют в основном ребята из 9 класса, второй и третий акт в основном играют 10-классники. Все, начинаем.
I can't get it the way. I don't know how to start. I don't know what to say. My dear Kitty. That's great. Now I can go like a house on fire. My dear Kitty.
I beg your pardon, sir. But would you mind?
Yes, very much. I'm busy. Go away.
Yes, sir, but
I'm busy with the most important affair in my life. Go away! My dear Kitty.
beg your pardon, sir.
Confound it! It's okay, Charlie. Don't go. That's only that for Brasset. So, what do you want?
Oh, I've been trying to write a letter to
A letter? To whom?
Miss Critique, of course. I came to you for advice. You always know what to do and say.
Do I?
Oh, you know my daughter complaining. I'm shy, or not.
Am I? Of course, what I'm thinking of. My dear Kitty, forgive me, darling, for thus addressing you. But I love you so deeply. Deeply. So, let's meet at 1 o'clock.
But there is one compliment. Making it quite straight as that.
What's it?
Well, I have an aunt.
And then?
Yes, and she is coming today by an early train and will have a luncheon with me at 1 o'clock. Read that.
Madam, or rather, Dona Lucia de Lodoros, a Brazilian millionaire.
Read the next, Jack. Read the next.
Her only relation is a nephew in Oxford. Lucky nephew.
Yeah, and that's me.
Charlie, I have a clinking good idea. What if we ask the girls
Ask the girls.
to meet your aunt?
Do you think they'll come?
They'll jump at it. Brasset!
Yes, sir.
A lunch for 5.
For how many, sir?
For 5.
For 5?
What are you laughing at?
Well, sir, I'm afraid our credit is the kitchen is somewhat exhausted.
Go to Bunches?
Well, sir, I'm afraid we're all bunters.
Do we? Charlie, you don't mind if I... This will be alright when my check comes. Here are Brasset, and do the best you can.
I say, Jack, that's my watch.
I beg your pardon, old chap.
What wine, sir?
Champagne!
Where are the glass, sir?
1,000 bottles.
No, sir, only 4.
Oh, quite enough. Jack! I say, Jack, an old man. Oh, by George, the way to sing.
Babs, we were just thinking about you.
Oh, I just wanted to borrow some fees, but...
Look, Babs. We want you to stay to lunch with us. Charlie's aunt is going to pay him a visit. We want you to stay to interest and abuse the shiny lady.
But she may turn out to be an awful old crook.
She's a widow and a millionaire. That's enough, isn't it?
I'll take a chance. And look here, when you got anything younger coming? Yes, 2 other ladies. Nice, young? Yes. Oh, that's more in my line. And how many did you say?
2.
Oh, I see. 1 for each of you, and the old crook for me? No, thanks. I'm not. And have you proposed?
No, that's just it.
Oh, and you want me to propose it for you?
No, we'll do it for ourselves. That's why we just asked him to come.
You know, Babs, you don't understand our feelings a bit.
No? I think I'm in love too.
And what makes you think that?
I'm getting so fond of poetry. I can't sleep. I even took to drink for a couple of days. But it made me ill, so I left it off.
Sit down. It was all
The term before, I was awfully ill. And I took the yacht around the Mediterranean. And at Monte Carlo, I came across an English officer named Delahaye, quite penniless and dying. And his only child was the sweetest little girl you ever saw, Jack. But then, I lost sight of her. A lady having come from South America took charge of her and brought her to England.
We won't let you go now.
But look here, Jack, I have no time. I'm playing in your theatricals.
What are you playing?
A lady. An old lady. And I've never acted before in my life. And I'm going to try on the things.
Face him, brass it, quick! Have a drink?
No, thanks, I'm not at all.
Just a small one.
Alright, I will have one.
Your things, my lord.
Oh. Charlie, may I have a crown?
No, Babs, I haven't. Jack, have you got half a crown?
One moment.
Babs, can you give me a crown, will you?
Yes, sir.
Here, Charley.
Here you go, Babs.
Thank you.
Try all the things. It won't take long, will it?
A minute or two. I lost an awful lot of time all these theatricals. But next term, I mean to work.
Here's the girls. And Joran can come yet.
Good gracious, what shall we do?
Let them in, we can explain. Brass it! Show them in.
Miss Pettiger and Miss Vernon.
How do you do? So kind of you to come.
Miss Pettiger and Miss Vernon.
How do you do? So kind of you to come.
Oh, we were so happy to be able to come. Weren't we, Amy?
Oh, yes. Mr. Wickham, I went too early.
Oh, no, no.
And this is where you think and study and do all your work and everything?
Yes, we do a lot of that sort of thing here.
It's lucky Uncle Wellington, or I don't think he could have come.
Why?
I don't know, but he raises a lot of objections, and then, you know, he's so peculiar about Kitty. What a dear sweet old lady your aunt must be, Mr. Wickham. I'm longing to know her. And where is she?
Jack, where's my aunt? What? She has hardly arrived yet.
No, oh, Kitty, Mr. Wickham's aunt hasn't come yet.
Hasn't come? Then we'll run and do some shopping and come back. Shan't be long. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Dad!
My dear boy,
Dear old Dad. What brings you here? Wherever can you come?
from town, my lad. To have a chat with you and to give you a check. Here.
I've been down over the twine monstrously.
Were you? Never mind, so was I. And now, Jack, we must begin with him.
To sing?
Yes. In short, Jack, you and I will be comparatively speaking, poor man.
Can this matter be settled by a wealthy marriage?
No, Jack, that's the sort of thing I deprecate.
Look, Charlie's aunt is going to pay him a visit and stay and lunch with us. So, she's a widow
A widow,
and a millionaire
a millionaire.
and a charming lady.
No, Jack, I don't think I'd advise you to do such thing merely for the sake of money.
No, Dad, not me. You?
Me? You young rascal.
Now go and change that. Make yourself look as nice as possible. Come back at 1 o'clock, and Dad, don't forget to put a flower in the bottle.
Jack, read that.
An important business. Do not expect me for a few days. Donna Lucia Delvadores. No!
She's not coming.
But she must! Go via telegraph!
No use, there's no time.
But hang it! The girls won't stay without a chaperone. George, splendid! Charlie, do you know what a police form is? That's your aunt.
My aunt?
Oh! The girls.
The girls?
Charlie's aunt is not coming. So you must be Charlie's aunt.
No, never.
Back so soon. So that.
We have been longer than we were intended, but I wanted to get some flowers for Charlie's aunt. Has she come?
Yes, has she? I hope she's come.
Yes.
And we brought you this. Oh! Thank you.
What's the dickens am I to say?
Talk about the weather.
Charming weather.
Oh yes, delightful.
Yes, it is charming.
Now I can go ahead.
The weather is charming.
Yes,
England.
Yes. I'm so sorry, but we have so long getting to know you. Mr. Wickham has told us so much about you that he has made us quite love you.
You are very charming, little girl. And you must tell me all you like when you know me better.
I beg your pardon, sir, but I saw Mrs. Pettigrew acquiring at the gates for your room, sir.
Oh dear, my uncle back!
Why does not somebody answer it? This door! I wish to see Mr. Chesney.
Where did you get that hat, sir?
But the porter told me that two young ladies, my niece and my wife, were here.
I'm the only gentleman.
I'm very present.
But he told me he saw them come in.
Oh, in your present condition, sir.
What do you mean, madam?
I'm annoyed but perfectly sober. I apologize. Good morning.
It was so sweet of you, Charley.
Look at him, Jack.
I'll bash his head off if he'll do it again. Miss Gordon, my father.
Delighted.
Miss Pettigrew, my father.
Don and Lucia Delvadores, Sir Frank Chesney, Jack's father.
How do you do?
How do you do?
I got a son from Brazil, where the nuts come from.
I say, Jack,
Yes?
is that the lady?
Yes?
By George.
Luncheon is ready, sir.
My dad, and be careful how you talk to him. And, hello, Donna Lucia.
What's inside?
Only don't. Yeah.
Brother, open the champagne.
I can't find it, sir.
I thought you would forget something in my bag, brother.
So I was right after all. And that old fool of woman told me they were not here.
But, Mr. Spitty,
Don't address me so. And this is the way you take advantage of my absence.
Maybe you will remember, sir, that ladies are present.
You are a very foolish old woman, and I must beg you not to interfere.
Mr. Chesney is my son, sir, and this lady is...
Andrei Delvadores. I'm Charlie's son from Brazil. Where the nuts come from?
The celebrated millionaire. How do you do?
Will you stay to lunch with us?
If you wish it. And am I forgiven?
Forgive.
My flower! Allow me, Donna Lucia.
No, allow me.
well, where's our glow? Lord Stamford makes a wonderful old lady. Not a doubt about it. Well, Scarlett Jans will do anything.
Well, now Kitty, where is she? I think it's going all right at last. Charlie, I have a most particular appointment here with Kitty, so look it.
So have I, Jack.
With Kitty?
No, with Amy.
All right, so then we both made appointments in the same place. Cafardo, what are we to do? Oh, let's toss for it. Got any money?
Hate me, that's all.
Oh, that's great. Tails, me and Skitsy. Heads, you and Amy. Oh,
Hello.
here she is.
Jack, that's all the money I've got.
Mr. Wickham, there you are.
Yes, I was coming. I was late. I'm here.
Oh, beastly awkward. Charlie, have you shown me Jordan all around the garden? Roses, primroses, cabbages, and things. Well, my dear Kitty, last we're alone.
Don't you think it was rather selfish of us, Mr. Chesney, to send them away like that?
Well, we tossed fruit.
What?
Won't you sit down? I have something to say to you of importance.
Indeed, Mr. Chesney?
Yes, you know, my dear Kitty, sometimes fellows gotta think and think a lot. And now...
Jack, I beg pardon. No, don't mind me. I'm the one stores and I'll go here.
Oh, then I'll run to the garden and see the roses and primroses and cabbages and things.
Well, Dad, anything is important.
Yes, Jack, it is. I want to thank you, my boy, for the tip.
For the tip, I don't remember that. What's her name? Who's she?
Donna Lucia Belvadores.
The deuce, Dad, this is impossible. You can't, you mustn't.
Wish me luck, Jack. Wish me luck.
Take time, Dad. Forward.
Jack! Jack, I wish you'd speak to Babs. He is carrying on absolutely disgracefully. He's taken Kitty away from me and gone off round the garden with her. What shall we do?
Well, we must find Babs and put him up to the governor's gate. You promised to help us.
Well, I'm doing my best.
I'm going to put you on your guard.
Oh, on my guard. Oh, thank you.
My dad is going to propose to you.
Oh, eat it. That's all right. What? No. I'm not going to marry for you or anybody else. I will see you hand first.
Of course not you, he does. All you have got to do is to be calm and refuse him.
Come and refuse him. Wait, but what I'm to say? I've never been proposed to before. Well, I will refuse. Oh.
Won't you sit down? By Jove, got her at last. Now for the plunge, I'll begin with a compliment. I wonder, what's her real age?
What I'm to say, I wonder. I've never been proposed to before. That's very nice and kind of you.
Church. She was anything between 50 and 100. Donna Lucia, do you know what a man longs for when he is lonely, desolate, and wretched?
A drink.
But I waste no more words. I'll come to the point with a soldier's bluntness. Will you be my wife?
I must refuse you. I can be only a sister.
Only a sister?
Yes, only a sister. Nothing more.
Refused. What a relief.
Why couldn't my nephew remain in his room and not come for me to follow him about like this?
But you telegraphed you couldn't come.
I know, my dear. I shall wait till someone comes.
Oh no! It is so sweet here.
I remember your words and a certain someone who told you as you listened to the chime of the ship's bell that you looked like angel of the watch. Someone, what was his name again?
Oh, I told you so often.
Lord Frankfurt Beverly. And all about someone.
Oh, tell me.
It was before I went abroad to Brazil. I was very young and he was very shy.
What was his name, Auntie?
Frank Chesney. I'm afraid we're intruding.
No, the coach grounds are open to everyone.
Mr.
Chesney.
And you, pardon for my asking, are you, or rather, were you Lieutenant Frank Chesney?
I was.
And you don't remember me?
I know it would regret that I have no recollection of her.
Then you have forgotten the day when you first embarked?
No.
But you have forgotten the evening before.
Lucy! Good gracious! You must see my son and his college friend, young fellow named Wickham.
Wickham?
Who is entertaining two young ladies and his aunt.
His aunt?
A lady from Brazil.
From Brazil?
Yes, Donna Lucia del Valores.
Auntie, what does he mean?
I must introduce you.
With pleasure. I'm quite curious to see them.
Well, at last, we're alone. Kitsy, my dear Kitsy, and I can speak to you.
Jeff,
What are you doing, Brussels?
Playing the close for tea, sir.
Go away, Brussels.
But you gave order, sir.
Quick man, can't you see? I'm engaged.
Oh, really, sir? I congratulate you.
Get out, Brussels. Well, that's telling me now that for the next few years I will give up all that and earn my own living.
Well, that will do no harm, Jack.
Well, to be practical and lay fairly everything before you, my position in life will be something in...
The city.
Yes, thanks. My home will be...
Suburban.
Exactly, thanks. My transit...
Bus or rail.
My personal income...
Small.
And my extra income...
Precarious. Try me, Jack, for I love you dearly. But what about my guardian, Mr. Pettigrew? I must have his consent in writing.
In writing? Why?
So that he can't retract. You don't know him well, Jack, and there is only one person who can get this written consent for us. Charley's Aunt Donna Lucia. But don't ask questions, there is a good boy, but send her to me at once, Elephant Amy.
Check! Check! I've let the cat out of bed and told her everything.
You fool! What for? Talk you what?
That I love her!
Oh, this is all.
I wish to goodness you bring it all to an end.
Yeah. So do I. I want a drink.
His consent. And Amy and Charley are in love too, but you don't object, do you? Now, Jack, do go away.
Yes, go away, Charlie.
Yes, boys, go away. Girls want to be alone. So, you are all in love and want to get married.
Yes, and read my uncle's consent.
Yes, his consent must be in writing, and you must get it. And you'll get it for us, won't you?
I will do everything I can. Let's sit down.
Donna Lucia. Now, Donna Lucia, will you pour out tea?
Tea.
Oh, my hat.
Ah, I beg your pardon, sir.
Mr. Pettigrew's carriage.
You haven't been in England so long, have you?
Change the subject.
Change the subject.
Now, I want all of you and you to come and stay and dine at my house.
No. My things.
That voice. No.
Well, you have been going along all right, but if you pay more attention to old Pettigrew.
Think of the girls and the solemn promise you gave them to help us for their sakes.
But she wasn't there. She who? The little girl, Miss Delahaye. What little girl? I want to talk to her, Miss Delahaye.
I don't remember. I'm as much as left as you are. Talk to her. What about? What they are assassinated?
No, never was. Look at me. I'm a disgrace of my sex.
They're coming.
How is your aunt, Mr. Wickham? We were afraid she might be ill.
Well, Auntie was a little bit upset by the heat in the dining room. That's all.
The heat? Huh. I found it rather cold.
Yes, Charlie meant that. Cold. You know, Don Lucia lives so long in a warm climate.
And do you want to try anti-smelling salts? Yes. They're so good, yes.
Thank you.
She's alright?
Yes, is she?
Oh, yes. Mr. Chesney says she is alright now. And say something to her auntie. I want to hear her talks.
I would, my dear. But look at her. If I thought they pretended that to be like me, I'd never forgive them.
Won't one of the young ladies play something for me, please?
Oh, I'm so out of practice. You sing something, Amy.
I can't. I know nothing new.
Won't you sing something for us, Donna Lucia?
Me?
Yes, one of those little charming Brazilian songs I've heard Don Pedro was so fond of.
I haven't sung since I had the measles. But wait, that's a good idea. I should play something, and I shan't to talk about that. Well, I know. But I play a little. What did I play? A Beethoven or a Bluegrass of Scotland? Well, I know.
Now, don't forget the letter.
I will not forget it.
Let's get them all out into the garden and leave her alone with Mr. Spettiger.
Charming, charming.
That's so bad. Are you fond of music, Mr. Spettiger?
Yes, I am. But why won't you listen to reason?
I am listening to the reason, but where is the letter?
Which letter? Ah, remember, I've not written it yet.
Not written it yet? If no letter, nothing will between us.
Ah, that decides me. Then, I'll go to my room and write a brief note.
With all consent and signatures. Don't be too late, please.
And then, you'll say you'll be mine?
I will do everything. What day was we and I? I will be an old demon for the rest of my life. Wait a minute, I haven't smoked and drink all day.
Yes, I thought I'd get a wrap of some kind.
Oh, oh, yeah, I will go upstairs and get you something.
Are you alone?
Yes, I'm alone and so sad.
Oh, dear me, what a dreadful smell of smoke.
I noticed myself.
Do you know, Dona Lucia, I'm surprised you don't indulge in the habit of smoking. So many Brazilian ladies do, you know.
To tell you the truth, that's what I was just doing. Can I offer you a cigarette?
No, thank you.
And some kind of drink?
No. Dona Lucia, pardon my curiosity, but have you any children?
Only a few, none to talk about.
Here's your wrap.
Oh, thank you, dear. I'm going to the garden.
I'm going into the garden too.
Oh, don't go, please.
Can I bring you a wrap of any kind?
No thanks, Auntie thinks I'm better here, and I have been ill, you know, and you know, years ago, she and Sir Francis were sweethearts. You don't mind my telling all that, don't you? I don't know why, but I like to talk to you.
Is this baby you? Here is a letter.
Yes, but first, make my happiness complete. Say that from this blissful moment, we are engaged.
We are engaged.
Got it, we're engaged. Mrs. Bell is mine. Sir Francis, congratulate me. I'm the happiest man in the world. This day must be the day of happiness and rejoicing for us all, for us all.
Lucy, when I saw your face...
You didn't recognize it.
Yes. But when I did, but I told you all that in the garden. You'll be content for a while with the cottage and your old sweetheart.
And you will take me, a penniless widow.
Nothing could make me happier.
Frank.
Lucy.
Emmy, sit here. Kitty, sit there. I have something to tell you, something that you'll be pleased to hear. Under Donna Lucia's influence, I have consented to the union of my niece to a gentleman in whose honor and probity I have the fullest confidence, Mr. Charles Wick. Furthermore, child by irresistible spells, I have consented to the engagement of my ward with John, the only son of my best friend, Sir Francis Chesney. Now, what will you say to the third engagement? Donna Lucia Delvadoras has consented to become Mrs. Stevens Pettigrew. What is that?
Beg pardon, sir. Pray, sir.
May I come in?
Who are you, sir?
I am Charley's not from Brazil, where the ants come from. Lord Fainford Beverly, I beg your pardon.
What does it mean, sir? It's infamous, infamous. But where is the letter obtained from me under these fraudulent pretenses?
Here is a letter.
Oh, it's mine.
Give it to
Allow
me.
me. This letter is addressed and has been delivered to Donna Lucia de Valdoras.
But she is not Donna Lucia de Valdoras.
No, forgive you. If you deceive that sweet girl again. As for you,
Oh no, never again. I give you my word. I will give you all my clothes if you want. Miss Delahaye has consented to think over me as a husband. And in the future, I resign all the claims of Charley's aunt to Sir Francis Chesney.
Может, кто еще скажет? Вы знаете, вот что такое счастье? Выпускники, вы знаете, что такое счастье? Это когда вас любят, когда вы любите, и когда любимая работа. Вот я сегодня абсолютно счастливый человек, потому что сзади меня стоят мои любимые ученики, в зале сидят любимые выпускники и любимые родители, сидят мои собственные дети. Я счастлива, абсолютно. Все.